We did get the magneto back. Looks like, in talking to the guy, looks like there's a International Harvester symbol on here. So we said it isn't the original one to this engine. So I'll show you. I think we've got this bracket was broke at one time and re-welded. So I wonder at that time if something, you know, that was hanging on there that didn't break and then caused the, you know, this was broke, so they grabbed this off a different engine. But yeah, on the lower left there, that IHC. Apparently that's kind of an oddball thing. So I'm gonna go check. I actually have a McCormick M hit and miss engine. I'm gonna go check that and see if it's got that mark on it. If not, I might swap these two around. Yeah, just so everybody here realizes, it's kind of a pain to show you guys these things. A little bit. Gotta get in the back of the old toy barn here. All right, so here's the McCormick M. Ooh, it might be kind of hard to see underneath there, but it looks like it's a similar style machine here. So don't know if I'm gonna be able to see anything underneath here. I should have brought the flashlight. All right, let's have to go get the flashlight. You guys hang tight. Grab a flashlight and be back. So for what I'm seeing, I just pulled the wire out of here. I'm gonna try pulling this whole thing off and take a look. I can't see from underneath here, but you guys can see if I get you in there just right. Yeah, it's not gonna work. What I'm gonna do is get a wrench, pull it off, bring it in the shop where it's warm. So a couple good things about being out here is we got the this is the skid for the International as well. So I'm gonna pull that out. Maybe make a copy of that for this new one. Found this the other day. This cold weather is making this lower radiator hose leak. So that'll be something we'll have to fix. Looks like the floor is all covered with So if you hear any water dripping in the background, that's simply the antifreeze dripping on. Okay, so here's the two. This is the one that was on the International. And this is the one that was on the Hercules Jaeger machine. They look pretty close to the same. I can take this pin out. This is a pin, and then there's a bolt that holds it on. That should transfer over. Looks like the holes. See if they're spaced. They're spaced pretty close. I should probably measure. But anyway, so those look the same. The issue is that this one has the outlet on this side, and this one has the outlet on this side. So this is the only thing we're trying to get here. This little IHC is not on the one that was on the International. So at some point the International lost the one it needed, and at some point the Jaeger Hercules got this one. Like I said, I think when that bracket broke off. So I'm gonna try to take this one apart and flip it around and then put this on the International, and then I'll get this one here all set up to go on the Jaeger. That way no one's gonna care, but at some point someone will care, and it'll be on the right machine. So I'm gonna do that, and we'll see what they look like on the inside. It's gonna be pretty easy. Might be hard to see, but these, I took there's 4 screws in the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Took them out of this one. Pulled this cover off. This cover was on the end. Took that off. And now it looks like you can just take this, pull it apart, spring there. And this side, same thing where the case is right there. I think you just pull that off. I'm gonna try to set you guys up so you can see what's going on. All right, I don't know how much you're gonna be able to see, but let's try this. So we just pull this out a little bit. It looks like I can just finagle this thing off. Okay. Now if we look on the inside, there's a little grounding deal here, and then this piece over here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to take this piece out of the one for the International, because the International has a lot longer wire. So this was on like this. I'm gonna flip it around like this. So then the points will be on this side, or the outlet will be on this side. So you see that one. That's gonna go the same. So I'm gonna try to take that one apart and do the same deal. And then this one's gonna have to go over here on this one. So hang with me here. So I'm gonna take a look at this. just had, I said, a really smart guy with these things go through this, recharge the mag or whatever, the magnets. So this one will definitely work. Should have probably used this one for the Hercules to make sure it runs before I do this. But anyway, this is on the side we want it to be on. So this here, pull this apart. It looks to me like this one looks like it's got, this looks like it's a back panel. If you look at the one that came with the Jaeger Hercules, it's got a little oil cup right there for oiling some things, which this one that was Honor International. I think the International, the Type M, when we got it, I think someone had resurrected that one from bits and pieces and made, you know, got it up and going. So I think that this is probably a mag off of something else. And anyway, let's get the right parts back to the right machine. So hopefully this comes apart the same way. A little more stiction to it. So I'm going to take this piece here. Let's pull this front panel off. Okay. So this is, I said, this is the panel where I think it's someone, it's like they soldered up and painted over. This is another back panel, I think. This piece is going to go on here. Oh, this one looks like I think when we had this one redone by the same guy, he must have put new, this one's got a lot of work done to it. Okay, so let's see if we can get this off. Just pull on this a little bit. Nice and gentle like. Maybe I get a little rougher with it. Flip it over here. Okay, we got that off. Now I said this piece here, I want to reuse this on the International, so let's put that over here. And this is how this one came off. So this pin's got to come out. Goes in the bottom hole. You guys remember that? I probably won't. So we're going to put that pin over here. And then this one was the one off the Jaeger. It was on this side. So, gotta flip this one around like this. Because this one's upside down. Well, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's see, flip this over here once. So if this one was this way, so now they're both the same. And it's gotta be the opposite of this one. So it's gotta be this way. And if we go put it on the machine, yes, that is the way it has to go. So what I've got to do is got to make sure that these little pieces contact down in here and here. So we'll put this here, back in here. Okay. I'm going to finagle this piece back over the top. Back is on where it's supposed to be. That looks good. Looks like it should contact this point right here like it's supposed to. That one will also contact over there. This panel here needs to go back on. So I didn't touch anything else in there. At some point we'll figure those things out, but for right now I just want to get this machine going. Okay, so that's back on. Push this down. Looks like that'll be good. Screws back in. I'll start it here, make sure all of our pieces and whatnot are where they're supposed to be. Okay, so the back panel's on, front panel's on. Alright, so that's back together. And then this one will go on the Jaeger Hercules. This side back down. So this will be all set up right for that one. We'll pop that on in a little bit. I'll put this original International one back on the International. That's pretty cool. I didn't even know I needed that before today. Now I do. Now I can't live without it. Now this is the one we want to get together for the International. Put this piece back in. Finagle this over the top. Make sure we're contacting our points. It's a little corroded in there. There we go. That one I'm touching. So both sides. What I'm really checking for in here is there's a spring right there, and it's got to touch a little dot on the side of this coil, and then this cover has that little tab that hangs out. That's got to contact that. See right here, it's off. One time I bolt that down, it's going to be fine. So, all right, get this all set up so you guys can see what's going on again. All right. So, make sure this back panel section is in here. Okay, that's all on, but now I notice that that spring isn't where it's supposed to be. Let's make sure we got that. There you go. Now that was perfect. Well, it was perfect. I don't know why you had to move that. There we go. Okay, right there. This side will be good once I get it screwed down. Put this cover back on. Come on. Making this look easy, like usual. There you go. Okay. So again, the spring here is not where it needs to be. And now it is. I got a little longer screwdriver. I could just move it over just a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, so that one's good. This side's good. So let's see if we can get this tipped up. Get these screws in. Something went exactly where it was supposed to right there. Okay, so only one of these screws had a lock washer on it, so we'll just have to keep an eye on these things when we run them. This one's, I don't know if the threads are boogered up on this one a little bit. Seems like it goes in really hard. Doesn't look too bad. Put this in the old dirty hand there. Okay. See that it's kind of boogered up there, that thread? It's almost like, oh, that's the spot where I wanted you guys to see. Right there. See that? So my father-in-law, before he passed away a few years ago, gave me a bunch of bins of bolts and whatnot. So do a little digging through this, and I find this screw, which looks to be, come on, there you go, looks to be a nice round-headed screw. So we'll try that. And it was super important that you guys saw all that, because that's, oh, that goes in way nicer. Wow. I should, yeah, that's better to do that than to try to, actually it's also got a, this bin also has some lock washers, so why don't we throw one of those in there too? Not original anymore. Got this silver screw in here instead of a dirty, greasy, grimy one. But it does go in lots nicer. Alright. So that's back together. I think you said this was in the bottom hole, right? So we'll do that, put this back together onto the International, and then we'll move on to the Hercules Jaeger. The way it looks, you guys didn't have anything that you could see in there. I just zoomed it in. So anyway, put this pin back in, put this screw on. You can see it's nice and shiny now. And then this one here is the alignment pin. This one, the bolt's still back there. So, sweet. Have fun.
that plug all went out that piece of
No, we got, this is up, so it's timing, the gas is 1 notch. They got that spark timing pretty close to the spark plug. It's kind of nice. Yeah, don't put your finger with it anymore.
That's what I got it taught, but.
All the thing is running. I don't have any water in here either. I don't know if I'm running too long without any water in it. Turn the oil on. Slow it down a little bit. Yeah. Dump some beer in there. Well, it runs.